All right, for this video, we're going to look at setting up paid subscription threads via restricted groups in Kunena forums for Joomla. All right, if that sounds foreign to you, let me try to walk you through it here. Ultimately, what this does is it makes it so you can restrict access for your forum or your member users based on the subscriptions that they have activated in their profiles, in their user profiles. So for this to work, you need to have the following up and running: Community Builder, CB Subs plugin, Group Jive plugin, CB Subs Group Jive integration plugin, and the Kunena component. Kunena, however you say that word. All right, so let's look at those. That's components, Community Builder. Then under Community Builder, we've got the plugin management, where you can see all the above. We need to publish a few of these. So there's the 3 plugins that you want to make sure you have, and make sure that they are published. Make sure that they're installed, and these are all available at joomlopolis.com. Let's see, components as well, you want to make sure you have that forum installed. Alright, so once you have those installed, let's look at the next step. The next step is to set up a subscription, at least one subscription plan in CB Subs. So you can go to your CB plugin manager, do a search, a filter on paid, and then you will land in CB Subs. Little control panel here. So once you get your settings activated and create at least one payment gateway, then we will make sure that we have at least one plan set up. So I'll pause the video now while I set up a plan. Alright, now that I've set up a plan, let's jump over to the forum configuration. Alright, once that loads, you'll want to click on the plugins that are available and make sure that this Community Builder integration is published. Now we're going to navigate over to the Community Builder Group Jive plugin. That's under the Components Community Builder CB Plugin Manager, and you can just filter for the word group. And here you will see CB Group Jive, that's what we're looking for. Okay, once you open up the CB Group Jive control panel here, configuration panel, click on Config, the big gear looking icon. And at this point we want to just make sure that under the Integrations tab, that rather than choosing Auto Detect, which should just work just fine, you want to choose which version of the forum you have and save that. Another setting you want to go ahead and save on this tab while you're here is to click the category and choose a category for the parent forum for all the group categories items to be stored under. So you can just make sure that you choose one of those options or create a new one. Alright, now we want to go over to the groups and create a group. Create a new group. This is to be matched up with that plan that you've created, subscription plan. Alright, from this group, when you're setting up a new group, you can go with the defaults with the exception of the name. You got to give it a name. You can add a description if you like. But the things to pay attention to are type, make that invite, group access, registered, invite access, group moderators, user public, change that to no, and save that group. Looks like I forgot to set up a category, so let's jump over to the configuration again for the groups and set up a category. Alright, after I went over and created a category and applied it, I was able to build that group out. So the last step is to go back to that plan that you created for CB subs. Alright, once you click back on the details of that item for your particular plan that you want to link to the group that we just set up, to restrict it in the manner that we're after, you just go to the Integrations tab. You'll find the Group Jive tab, and under the Auto one there, you just select Type, change that to Join Groups. You'll see the course become available. You select the groups. You can add multiple groups if you want to, but for our purposes right here, we're just going to add that one single group for this plan and click Save. There's one last adjustment that I need to make here. You need to make a new category for all of your groups to be related to. So earlier in the example here, I set main forum within the groups category as the location where I'd like all of the items to, all the forums related to the groups to show up. But if you see here, now I've created this DVD category and given it the permissions with the access control type labeled as Community Builder, and you'll see this little Group Jive group pop up. So by doing that, it informs the forum that this is the location where the new groups are going to be created. So assuming everything's published that we started out with, now when I create a new group, let's see, let's call it Video Course Level 1, and again remember to set all of these as we had discussed. Now when you apply this, that forum integration will show up, that tab will show up down here at the bottom with some options, as you can see. And also, when I refresh my forum here, you can see it automatically creates that forum with all the permissions set such that it's hidden from your regular users and it's only available to those group members. So now, when a user on the front end of the site purchases a subscription which has that group labeled as one of the premium groups that are available through that subscription, when they sign up for, in this case, for Video Course Level 1, then they will also open up the opportunity to interact with your forum that's associated with that membership. So there it is. As you saw, it will automatically take care of that process for you, and that completes the configuration.